The husband, couple, they're probably in their 70s. And when I get to the door, she's like, "Sir, can you please remove your shoes?" Okay. And I completely, I apologize. I'm like, "I'm so sorry. What I could do is I can schedule a time for my wife or one of my teammates to come back and, kind of sit down with you guys and have the conversation." And she says, "You know what?" She says, "Don't worry about it. What I'll do is I want you to walk down this path and have a seat right here on this black chair here in the living room, but you're not allowed to walk around the property." And guys, as COVID hit, I'm starting to notice this more and more and more and more and more as I go on these listing appointments. So we sat there and talked. She threw the entire objection book at me for a whole hour. I threw the book right back at her on the responses. And after 2 hours of back and forth hammering, I'm saying this is a 5,000 square foot property down in Cutler Bay. All right. Huge home, 2 stories, huge property. So, she threw every single objection out at me. Commission objection. Can you take less than 6%? No, that's not happening. I made the conversation purposeful. Okay. All about them. Right. Because I'm like the 4th or 5th real estate agent that they met. Ended up, John, getting the listing right at 600,000. All right. After, I don't know, maybe, I bet you they probably threw 30 to 40 objections at me. Ended up getting that listing appointment. Getting the listing at 600,000. It'll probably sell within about a week and a half, 2 weeks or at the most. And me not even viewing the property overall. And the reason why I say this is, I've never gave up, you guys, right? Never gave up. I've been on appointments where this has happened many, many different times, and I continue to go, and me overcoming that hurdle that I went through yesterday is not gonna stop me, or it's not gonna, halt me from taking listing appointments because I wear braces from the knees down, being that I've been paralyzed for the last 27 years and walking on 2 canes. So I just wanted to kind of share my little testimony with you guys this morning, to never stop, never give up, just keep it going. So that's my aha for yesterday.
Corey.
Awesome.
That was so powerful. And I hit the record button because I had a feeling that was going to be a powerful story. And wow. First of all, I want to honor you for being the person that you are. You're someone that I look up to, admire. You inspire me. And I have so many ahas as you're sharing that story. First of all, when she opened the door, it's clear that you've got braces on from your knees down. Clear. You and I know one another well, right?
You got it.
We've had many face-to-face conversations, and it's clear the moment you approached that door, she knew that you had braces on from the knees down, and she asked you to remove your shoes.
That's correct.
Now, you could have been offended by that.
Correct. Or that was an objection, John, and I got through that objection, right?
Oh my gosh, dude, you're so high-minded, you're not even getting my point.
Right.
And everybody else on the call is.
Mm-hmm.
My point is, you could have been offended and turned around and walked away. And you didn't allow that to be a roadblock. It was a speed bump. and we get over speed bumps.
Yeah.
Roadblocks cause us to turn around. And that was a Bill Porter moment. You guys seen the Bill Porter video?
I just wrote that in the chat. I said, the will like Bill Porter.
Yeah, and I didn't see that. I wish I would have, but it
is.
Victoria,
It's so true. You get the Bill Porter Award.
Oh.
It's true. It's like, Corey, that's like awesome.
Yeah.
I, with your permission, I will share just that part of this video with
Absolutely.
many people, because that story will inspire others to push through their limitations. You are a rock star. Thank you for sharing that.
No problem.
Can I throw something in also?
Please.
I've had an opportunity now to know Corey, I guess, for what? You've been at our Fort Lauderdale office about 8-9 years.
Yeah, sometime.
One of the first things that I've learned, that I've got a chance to know about Corey, is that he has what we call PMA, a positive mental attitude. So that's the mindset that he has. 2, he's got the phenomenal determination that he can go ahead and do whatever he puts his mind to. And the last thing was the fact that he's got the confidence in his scripts, so that whatever they were going to go ahead and throw at him, he was laughing inside saying, I got this. So again, besides, I know everybody else is so proud of you, Corey. I'm also jealous too, because you got a rockin' BMW now.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So cool. So cool. Guys, I don't want to hit mute all. So if you're in an area where there's background noise, please mute yourself until you're ready to talk. And wow, that was so cool. Anybody else have anything they want to share before we get started? I don't want to leave anybody out. And this call can be, the entire call can be cheers for peers, attitude of gratitude, tell me something good. We could always talk about topic 4 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent tomorrow. I just don't want to leave anybody out. So anybody else waiting to talk? Okay, true to form. As soon as I say that, you guys get quiet. All right, so today we are on page 77 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. This is topic 4 of the 24 topics of the MREA. All right. Your big why. Now, we shared some of this yesterday, and I'm going to go to just one page that we skipped over. And I'm going to go slow, and I'm going to go deep into this conversation, because I really, really want you to hear what Gary Keller is having to say about this. I'm actually on page 76. Let's see if you can see. There you go. Cool. Okay. All right. At the top of the page, being your best is actually a goalless pursuit. You can never, ever really reach a point where you can truthfully say, I just can't grow anymore. And what is so exciting is that this kind of big why can create a life that literally explodes with limitless possibilities and unlimited personal growth. It is where the unimaginable you dared not dream becomes the imaginable you dare to live. Wow. That's so powerful. It is where the unimaginable you dared not dream. What are you holding back? What are you not allowing to come out of your subconscious into your conscious, because that drunk monkey in your head is telling you that's too big. Don't think that big. Read Bruce Wilkinson's The Dream Giver. What are you holding back? That if you were allowed to come forward from your subconscious to your conscious, would it cause you to live an incredible big life? And as far as money goes, and this is important, guys, because a lot of us have hangups on money, right? And I want you to pay attention. As far as money goes, when you are always striving to do the best you can do, you will always be making the most money you can possibly make. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Rhetorical question. Don't answer. Here is the best part of all. Once you have the money, what you can do with it, gifts, travel, charities, can then become another why that supports your big why.
Mm.
Now, stop for a second and take another look at your notes. What are the ways and what are the whys in your life? What is the biggest one for you? Whatever you place foremost will be your big why. If it is the right kind of big why, it will also tend to lend foundational support to all of your other whys. It's like geese that fly in formation. The lead goose bears the brunt of the work and allows all the other geese to draft behind her. Your big why can and will do the same thing for all of the other whys. It is the why that pulls all whys. In the end, I am a strong advocate for placing personal growth ahead of any big why you have. It is simply that powerful. High achievers know this. They know that when they decide to be their best and place that at the foremost of all the other whys, it will pull the rest in its wake. Just as important, striving to be the best you can be will keep you from pulling up short and settling for good and letting just good enough be the theme of your life. In his best-selling book, Good to Great, Jim Collins declares good is the enemy of great. Few people attain great lives, in large part because it is just too easy to settle for a good life. Now, on page 77, and I could share this, but I'm just going to show you from my book. There's an opportunity for you to do an exercise in which you list your whys in a pyramid formation, similar to geese in formation, from the bottom up, ending up with your big why that pulls everything else through. Now, I'll share mine with you, and then I would love for you to do this exercise, and I would love to have an opportunity to give you an opportunity to share your whys. And I'm going to take a big gamble here because we still have 10 minutes left, and this could just be very awkward if nobody shares, and I'm going to be confident that you guys do. All right, here's mine. To help people, and I'm reading from the bottom up. To help people, change the world one life at a time. Provide a better life for my children. To build passive income to leave for Colin and Lacey. My mission when it comes to that why is that when my time is up and it's time for me to leave, meaning I'm leaving this earth and going to my eternal home, that my passive income will support Colin and Lacey for the rest of their life. And if you know the KW model, you know that it goes to Monica first, and I am confident she's going to outlive me. So I am setting her up for the rest of her life as well. To give back. One of my goals is to give away $1 million. To win the game. I'm competitive. It's fun. It's also okay. Another word that gets a lot of negative publicity is ego. Ego is not bad. We all have ego. Ego that is out of control. And guys, you're going to hear the dogs because Monica's getting ready to take them to the groomer, and they know that. They're going to get super excited and make lots of noise, and I'm sorry. Right? Yeah, I know. That if you can hear that in the background, that's Casper. He's such a baby. Okay, Casper. Yeah, such a baby. All right. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
I'm totally distracted.
It's okay. It's totally all right.
Ego is okay. Ego is okay. Ego out of control is not okay. To make my family proud. To be debt-free with net worth of $1 million. To live my life for God. To hear, well done, good and faithful servant. To leave a legacy. And at the top, personal growth. I wake up every day with one goal: grow, learn, be a better person at the end of the day today than I was at the beginning of the day today. I wake up every day curious, and I end every day learning at least one new thing. Okay, you have 5 minutes before I have something I want to share with you to close today's meeting. Talk to me. Tell me what your whys are. And raise your hand if there's going to be a lot of people talking. And if not, just start talking. Right now, I have no hands up. Okay, Diane.
So, I mean, we share a lot of the same whys, but for me, in addition to a lot you spoke about, one of my big whys, which is towards the bottom, is actually to be financially independent by myself. Not because I don't want my husband to support me or be involved. It's just like I have to do it myself. I've been in a family business for 35 years and I have to do this myself.
And I get it. I love it. Thank you for
That was
sharing.
at the bottom, by the way.
I get it.
So I can go on, but I'll let somebody else speak.
So this is my hallucination. That's an Alan Waxism, by the way. This is my hallucination. You guys just keep talking. So go. Who's next?
So John, mine, as you were reading yours, I was like, oh my God, that's mine. That's mine. So mine were identical to yours, except for two differences. My Colin and Lacey is Tara and Mallory.
Yeah.
And my net worth, I had set at 2 million. So other than that, it was identical. My goal is to serve and to help. And I believe in what Zig Ziglar said, that if you help enough others get what they want, you get what you want, you're rewarded justly. And I'm excited, you know, when it all ends, that I'm going to a great place. So those are mine.
I love it. Commissioner Joy Carter, I am so proud of you. Vice Mayor, this woman is a rock star. Thank you, Joy, for sharing. That's awesome.
Thanks. Everybody vote November 3rd or early ballots.
There you go, right? Who's next? Guys, don't just leave me here. Yeah, right.
John, what I learned from just listening to you guys is that I really need to, look at my big why and make it more specific. Like, this is a great exercise, so I really can't share in the sense of I don't have clarity around all of these little whys.
Love it.
So thank you so much for.
I love it. Thank you for sharing, Eva. And I'm just going to coach you just a little bit. Change the word need, because need is a word that creates negative momentum. Change the word need to I'm going to. I am going to create versus I need to. I am going to. That's all. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Thank you. Hi, Lauren.
Hi. So I think towards the bottom line, I echo everyone else where a lot of similarities, but towards the bottom of mine was actually finding my voice. I come from an employee-employer background, and so many times it's the employer wanting to speak for me. So helping others by finding my voice and being vocal for them is a big why for me.
That's awesome. Lauren, thank you for sharing. Cool. Love it. Who's next?
I'll go next. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
So I share a lot of whys with you, John, but in my case, I've been working corporate for over 25 years. So I would like to just leave and do what I feel passion for. And I always wanted to be being a real estate agent. So finally I signed up this year. So this is one of my first why. And obviously because we want to retire and keep the same lifestyle. So I know I'm going to be able to do this. So right now it's just about a lot of learning and making sure that I have everything I need so I can do the transition. And thank you for the time you spend with us every morning to inspire us. I really appreciate that.
It is truly my pleasure. And thank you for sharing.
Hey, John.
You guys are doing great now. I knew you would come through. Talk to me, Valerie.
I love how you have been talking about how your big why can change, and over time you add and modify. I'm really seeing as of late that one of the things I'm going to add to my big why is a social equity component. I am very, very motivated by seeing improvement in my community, especially as it comes to building a business for yourself and really understanding how powerful that can be, and also the power of education. Sadly enough, a lot of people where I live don't value education as much as they should. And, part of it is not being able to see the potential and things like that. And so it's going to be really exciting for me to build that for people and, just help uplift a lot of people. Somebody mentioned that yesterday, and, like you said, if you do well, you can help bring up the people around you, of course, that want to do it, because you can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do.
Yeah, because you're taking people on a journey with you, Valerie. And I'll give you one word that I want you just to add to your mission, and that one word is hope. Because what a lot of people are missing in their life is hope. And one of the reasons we give up on education is because we give up on hope. And hope is powerful. If I don't have hope that tomorrow can be better than today, I don't want to keep living.
Kind of gets boring.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So here we go. Dare to think really, really big. Dare to dream really big. Don't allow your limited thinking to hold you back. Don't allow that purpose that God planted in you to be held back by fear. Just close your eyes and listen. Our greatest fear, it is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Beautiful.
All right, guys, it is 8:31. It's time to get to work. What is work? Well, it is 20 conversations, not 19, not 18 conversations, because the 19th conversation could be $1 million listing that you didn't get because you didn't have the conversation. It's a standard. Don't settle. The focus of every conversation is to build relationships. We're making care calls, not sale calls. Our mission is to get one appointment every day. It's your job with someone who is thinking of buying a home or selling a home, to enter every single one of those appointments into your CRM, into Command, to create smart plans to stay in touch, to follow up forever in order to create emotional proximity. Remember, reject rejection, and no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. And make it a great day, everybody.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
My pleasure.
Thank you, John.
My pleasure.
Thank you.